galera, capetos from sorry, lovers and haters. I'm destroying the studio here.
It's fine.
Está começando agora mais um episódio do seu canal de música favorito. Sim, o Amplifica está no ar. Através do cosmos youtúbico, chegamos até vocês nesse olhar dessas lentes maravilhosas que nos transmitem e nos transmutam. Sim, nós somos transformados em sinal digital e esse sinal passa pelos cabos, pelos wireless da vida, chega no seu celular, no seu computador e você agora nos acompanha. Muito boa noite, muito bom dia para quem é de bom dia, boa noite para quem é de boa noite. Salve todos que estão nos assistindo, salve equipe maravilhosa. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos, vão se abundando aí, abundem-se bastante em qualidade, quantidade, número, porque hoje promete o episódio, é um episódio internacional, é um episódio intergaláctico. Na verdade, eu tenho dois grandes feras, dois grandes músicos que eu admiro demais e estou promovendo esse encontro maravilhoso e eu não sei o que vai ser, mas será com certeza inesquecível, meus amigos, porque eu tenho hoje do meu lado aqui, Dino de Lusic.
Yo!
Be very welcome, my friend.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I kind of understood what you said. The Maravilhoso was great.
Maravilhoso.
Intergalactic. And interstellar.
The cosmic. YouTubic. The YouTubic cosmos.
Yeah. Worldwide, but bigger.
Yeah.
For more planets.
Yeah. E também estou aqui com o João Rasta, meu amigo, já da família Amplifica, um dos maiores músicos que eu conheço.
E aí, meu irmão?
Mais talentosos que eu conheço, sim. Admiro-lhe.
Muito obrigado, poxa, uma grande alegria estar aqui.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Man, your voice is so different when you speak Portuguese.
I know.
Yeah, it changes. So
yeah, you sort of you have to change a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
To be expressive.
Yeah, exactly.
And in Portuguese, I'm more of a clown than I am in English.
Yes, same thing with me in Croatian. So.
Oh yeah.
Absolute clown, man.
Okay.
Absolute clown. So yeah.
Yeah, it's actually an interesting thing. Like when you're learning a different language, it's not your mother tongue. You have to sort of develop your character into that language because you're not as expressive. Things don't translate directly. It's just you have to. So.
True.
So now
Totally true.
I hear myself now and I sound very corporate.
No, you sound nice in English too, and I think I agree with you guys. I should build up a better character to speak English because usually because Portuguese also we speak very low, you know. The resonance area for the voice is like low, and I think that when you speak English, it's more like a little bit more nosy.
Yeah, it goes more into the upper register.
Upper register, and so it's clever when you do that, you know, because everything connects better with speaking. For me to get rid of my accent, it's very hard because I speak English as I would speak Portuguese, which is not very good.
Yeah, it's
many times people don't care what I say.
It's a different flow of everything. It's just a different tempo, different. Like especially like Croatian as well. When I sing in Croatian, I can't sing the way I sing in English, and that's it's kind of limiting. It's great for maybe Croatian scene, but that's like so there's 4 million people in Croatia. There's 12 million people in Sao Paulo. Yeah. So now imagine how small we are. But it's a total different thing. Singing wise also, like if you change some words to make it sound more English, it sounds absurd. You kind of ruin the language. So. That's why I love singing in English a lot more. I'm a lot more free because you can use an English word and sing like a cowboy and it still works. But if you sing like a Croatian cowboy, there are no Croatian cowboys. We don't have any cowboys. So you sound like an idiot, you know?
Yeah. You make this room for this new abstraction, you know, the Croatian cowboy.
The Croatian cowboy.
It's a lot to ask for people.
We have Brazilian cowboys, okay?
We do.
The original cowboys, I mean, which is different than the American ones. But now, because I think of globalization, our original cowboys, country people, they look very much like the American cowboys, don't they?
Yeah, they're kind of like feeding off each other. But I think that like the roots of like Brazilian country music, like if you go to Goiás and all that, and you get like I don't know, Tonico Tinoco, Tião Carreiro, or
the original cowboys.
the original
country
like,
people. Yeah.
Yeah, there's actually cowboys everywhere. It's not just the center of Brazil, but like the south of Brazil also. Like, you know, with the Guaranis and the Jesuits, like that whole race of gauchos that came out of there, and their music is also pretty cool. It's like,
hey, in Brazil we have lots of different musical expressions and different cultures all blended together.
You guys are a big country. Or like what, sixth biggest country in the world, right? Is it sixth?
Probably
I have no idea.
Russia, Canada.
Yeah, we're like continentally, we're bigger than the United States. Like what makes the United States bigger is Alaska and
Google it.
I think it's fifth or sixth. So it's Russia, Canada.
Yeah.
That means you were a good student at school.
Australia, China. Good. I'm Bruno Valverde of geography. Yeah, Brazil is like fifth or sixth.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no internet, huh?
No internet.
It's funny how this conversation starts with geography.
Yeah.
So you said you're the Bruno Valverde of geography. That means you're good at geography.
At my craft.
Good.
But he practices a lot more drums than I practice knowing capital cities of the world.
Cool. But were you a good student?
I was.
Good.
But then I switched from gymnasium to school that was specifically for music, and then I started music academy. I wanted everything to like be musically directed, so then I finished music academy because I couldn't do gymnasium and music school at the same time. I literally had no life. So yeah.
You started when you were 5.
Oh yeah. Who told you that? Who's the guy in the background?
Fifth. Now we have the people in the production here helping us.
Is China third? Was I right? And United States fourth? See? Is Kazakhstan in top 10? It has to be in top 10. 7th? 9th?
9th. Seriously?
Wait. Okay, let's finish this. What did I miss? Indonesia? Indonesia is no?
Okay,
Kazakhstan?
Indonesia is pretty small.
Kazakhstan?
So starting from the first one would be
Russia, Canada, China, United States, Brazil. What's sixth?
Right.
Australia. India is also there. 7th.
Okay, 7th.
So what's the 8th one?
Afghanistan. No, obviously not.
Argentina
is the 8th.
Apologies to all my Buenos Aires buddies.
Yeah, okay.
Well, if you ask an Argentina, they're going to tell that they're the first.
I'm not sure why it doesn't surprise me.
They will answer. We don't know which one, but we're bigger than Brazil. That's for sure.
Well,
there's a thing.
To be fair, the only thing that I know where Argentina is stronger than Brazil is tennis scene. In tennis, you had the Guga, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Guga is from Brazil.
Yeah, Guga, and you had Thomas Bellucci.
No, we also had Meligeni, but Meligeni isn't Argentine. He's from Argentina.
He's from Argentina.
Yeah, Argentinians.
They have from Brazil.
Canals, Del Potro, and all these guys. So
okay,
a lot of.
All right.
Okay, we went really.
You know what?
Sideways.
There's always a thing going between Brazil and Argentina when it comes to sports. You know, and now we have a thing going with Croatia too.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm not even going to apologize because we finally beat Brazil. It was about time, man.
All right.
That was crazy.
How did it feel?
I was on tour in America, and it was insane. But then I think Argentina beat us after Brazil.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they did.
Yes. Yeah, they were the champions. They were the champions.
So, yeah. I don't really remember. Was it penalties? We won on penalties?
I don't remember.
5-3?
Yeah.
I don't remember either. Yeah.
That was insane.
But against Argentina, like Croatia went to penalty kicks too. Was it? I don't remember now. I watched that whole World Cup, but
no, I think we lost properly to Argentina.
Did you?
Like 3-1.
It's like there were so many dramatic penalty kicks with Argentina on that. Like, it was against the Netherlands that they went to. They went to penalty kicks, and with France too.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
So Rasta, as we call João, we call him Rasta. Is his nickname. He's part of a family. But you're new to the Amplifica family.
Thank you. I'm proud to be part of this family.
Cool. So I wonder, you started pretty young. You started when you were 5.
Yeah. I was.
How was that start?
I sang on a national TV on a contest, and I don't really remember how that felt. That was 27 years ago. So
come on.
I was really, and then my second gig was Cairo, Egypt, when I was 7. and then Romania, and I just. By the time I was 12, I won Junior Eurovision as a kid. So it's a Eurovision for kids, the first one ever. So I was.
You won it.
I won it, and I was touring Europe as a 12-year-old, playing with UB40.
Wow.
I even played with Mastodon in Zagreb.
Oh, yeah?
once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. At what's the name of the festival? It's a festival for alternative rock bands. What's the name of the festival?
Where at?
In Zagreb, in my hometown. Mastodon was playing actually a smaller stage in the forest. We were playing main stage. How is that possible?
Look at that.
See.
In music festival. You weren't in the band yet.
No, I was.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? It was-
2011.
Oh yeah, no, I was at Berkeley.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah, I was being a little nerd, and this guy was already, rocking out with his cock out.
I was aware.
Yeah, it was a long journey to where things are now. There was a lot of genre changes. I went to a lot of different styles, but I think that's the good way to grow as an artist and performer in general. You got to try different genres. If you stick to one thing, it can be successful. But I wanted to try everything. From pop rock. I even played jazz for 2 years on academy. Blues. I actually grew up listening to rock and blues and going with my dad that's back home to different clubs, jamming with different people. It was always older people, so I kind of carry this old spirit and old soul, even within my singing. So, yeah.
So you've been to music academy back in Croatia.
Yeah.
Okay, how is it to learn music, the music scene? Like the music culture for learning an instrument, all of that.
Well, classical academy is very specific. You learn classical stuff. There's a certain portfolio that you have to take and learn, and it lasts for 5 years. And you play piano, you play all the famous pieces, and it was great for I wanted to learn piano so I can play Elton John and Billy Joel. That was my goal. But then I started playing. Then I got the technique. Then I started playing Rising Force from Ingrid Malmsteen.
Nice.
And playing a little bit of Dream Theater, and then playing a little bit of this or that, and then I started playing Hammond. I wanted to be like John Lord. But classical music kind of gives you the background for that and technique, and if you practice enough, you can pretty much pull off all of the rock stuff. But classical music really gives you the core.
So in the music academy, it was mainly classic music.
It's only classic music. Okay. I played jazz, but it was on academy, but it was not mandatory. You could do it if you wanted. But jazz is a whole different area. If you're a rock guy and you play jazz, I think it's almost impossible, but it works. If you're a jazz guy and you want to play rock, I don't think that can ever work, especially with vibrato on guitar. Jazz guys have this, thing, this little thing.
They're afraid of vibrato.
Well,
they're very afraid.
They're afraid to stay on one note. That's the thing. They, if they stay on, that's why they don't have vibrato. They don't like to stay on one note. They just like to.
Yeah. Well, the saxophone jazz players. I mean.
Oh, they're amazing.
They stay in one note many times.
Yeah.
And it's nice because of the timbre and the sound of the saxophone.
Saxophone is probably my favorite instrument. Honestly.
It's nice, isn't it?
Beautiful, man.
This week we've done a content with Bob Franceschini. He played with Chaka Khan and many Phil Collins, all the great artists. He's in the Mike Stern band. Mike Stern, the jazz player,
of course.
is great too. And it was fun. We were talking exactly that. I mean, about music background, because you had a great background. You had the chance to start young and to learn, to be in contact with other musicians, be around friends. I heard your father played the guitar.
Yeah, he played a guitar in a very famous 80s pop rock band back in the day. They were selling out arenas and stuff. And my musical background is pretty much 70s and 80s pop, rock, blues, funk stuff. So I grew up listening to, at the same time, Whitesnake, Winger, Van Halen, Iron Maiden, and then you had Gino Vanelli, Phil Collins, Toto, Chicago, I don't know, AC/DC was there, Led Zeppelin, of course, Mother's Finest, Gary Moore. I don't know, there was a lot of different stuff happening. So I was really blessed to have that background, because I learned to appreciate and love different genres. Sting, all of that. I listened to all that when I was a kid. So the metal stuff came in high school. When I first heard Pantera, that's when I was like, okay, this could work in my mind. I loved Iron Maiden, but I always considered Iron Maiden more hard rock. Than they kind of have this rock thing. I don't know. And Dio, it's kind of heavy metal, but it has kind of a hard rock vibe as well.
And about that time, you were singing still pop music. How did you change?
Well, when I was a kid, I wanted to sing rock, but then my dad said, "You're 11 years old. Nobody's going to take you seriously if you sing rock with that voice, with high voice." And then my voice changed, and all the thing is with the voice change, everything that you knew, all the positions are not there anymore. So the position where my high note was, now when I sing, there's nothing there. It's like, what's going on? So it took me another 4 years to start singing and to develop the head voice where you can go and belt stuff, And that's where I said, okay, I want to go heavier than this. I don't want to do any pop rock stuff. I want to go heavier. And as it got heavier, it got more progressive. But I love doing different genres. To be honest with you, I get tired really quickly of one genre, so I like to jump, which is not a good thing for an artist that has to build a fan base. But miraculously, I have fans that love metal, fans that love pop, fans that love rock. I see a lot of comments from like death metal colleagues of mine.
Oh yeah,
that are fans and stuff, and then you see like some pop singers that are like amazed by things that I do. So there has to be a connection. There has to be something about singing that touches people, and it's hard to explain what that is. Because if I ask you what do you love about Ronnie James Dio, well,
it's hard to put in words, right?
He's amazing, but there is something that separates him from somebody else. Freddie Mercury as well, Steve Perry, and I don't know, Tom Jones, or Lane Staley, Phil Anselmo,
You're right. You guys were telling about a story that you lived together in a festival.
Oh yeah.
Jesus, that's right. I had no clue we were at the same festival. I was playing with Whitesnake. He was playing with Mastodon, and he was telling me it was a download festival.
I thought it was download.
We never played download. I know exactly.
It was Grass Pop.
I can tell you the timeline of because I remember that kind of stuff. I would even remember the date of Grass Pop. It was June, right?
It was the night of Iron Maiden, right?
It was the night of Iron Maiden. It was the night of Megadeth as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's where I met Kiko. I know Kiko online because during pandemic, where I connected with Felipe and Bruno, I was so bored. Just short story. I would take instrumental songs from certain artists and just throw my lyrics and melodies and turn them into my own song. I did that with Virgil Donati, with Lincoln Terrence Experiment. So I took Kiko's song, and Kiko shared. He was like, "We got to do something." So I finally met Kiko at Grass Pop, and then 2 minutes later, you're gonna tell the story what happened between Dave Mustaine and David Coverdale.
I'm just walking around, and people are like, Brand shows me this picture, and I see there's a note stick to the door of Whitesnake's dressing room saying, "Hey Coverdale, don't sound check while people are playing. Be a professional." I'm like, this is so condescending, especially, you're talking to David Coverdale, this guy was rocking out while you were on diapers,
Yeah.
And
no, seriously.
That's true.
And we were all laughing at it, like, how,
what the fuck is that?
Are you Argentinian?
Oh, Jesus.
No, I'm joking.
Am I going to lose any audience because of this?
No, I'm Brazilian, I can say that. It's fine. It's a joke.
Yeah,
but
I can tell you the background story. So Megadeth was playing stage 1 while we were preparing for the stage 2, and Mustaine prolonged the set, so they were supposed to be finished, and they started playing Holy Wars. And during that time, my guitar tech Ace, who also works for Slash, was started to just line check Tanya's bass and Joe Holxer's guitar, and Mustaine heard it, and when he finished Holy Wars, he took off guitar, he jumped, and he attacked our tech.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck are you doing during my set on a big festival like this? And then he went and he wrote that stuff on the wall. And then David Coverdale came, "Bring David Mustaine to me. Let me show this guy how things are done." And then we had this road manager who worked for why second Megadeth? He's like, David, I got it covered. No, I'm tired of this David Mustaine. Shit. Bring the guy. So yeah, everybody saw it. I mean, everybody was there.
No, and everybody was laughing. They were like, "Dude, what a dick!" It's like, what a man. Well, you have a Mustaine experience as well. You've been Mustained.
I've been Mustained. I must say.
I've been Mustained.
I wanted to start.
Well, yes.
I've been abused.
You know what? Kiko's been in Megadeth for like first year or 2 years, and it was his first appearance here in Brazil with Megadeth. So it was like a huge thing, you know. Kiko, it was. We were all very proud. The crowd was proud. The journalists, the press, everyone was talking about it. And so we managed to have a concert together. It was Angra opening as an open act for Megadeth, yeah. And then our manager, Paulo, he invited Kiko to jam in one song with us.
Oh, I can see where this is going. I can see where this is going.
And he told me, Paulo said, Rafa, you should invite Kiko for that. I said, no way, I won't. I won't, because I don't know. I could put him in an uncomfortable situation. Maybe he would, you know, he doesn't want to say no, but I don't know how things goes, you know. If you want, you'd go and ask him. All right. So I'm backstage in this open area, right outside this big venue where we were playing. I was taking a lick. I was, you know, pissing in the woods, saying, oh, this is a nice day, you know. I meet Kiko again. I'm gonna play in a couple of minutes. When I'm leaving from the woods, I see Kiko and Dave Mustaine coming towards me. I go, okay, cool. Kiko wanted to introduce him to me. Okay. I didn't.
You hadn't washed your hands, had you?
I didn't. That's my, you know, that's
Superpower.
He shakes my hand and go, okay. I was going to say I should wash my hand, but whatever. He starts shaking, never let it go, you know. So I go like this, and he looked me in the eye and goes, why do you want my guitar player to play in your band? I was like, oh. And you know, and kept grabbing my hand and shaking. I go like, I don't want your guitar player. But he's also a friend of mine. And he played in this band for many years. And I don't want him specifically to play in my band, because I'm his friend. But people here would love to, in case it's fine with you guys.
Yeah, of course.
But why? Let me put the question again. Why do you want my guitar player in your band? I go like,
Jesus Christ.
You know, like still, you know, like being aggressive shake, you know. I go, oh man. I was like, I'm so tired for this kind of stuff. I go, I said, okay, I'll tell you again. I never invited him for that jam. I heard that Paulo was going to do that.
Is it Paulo Barón?
Yeah, Paulo Barón. I heard Paulo wanted that. I think it will be cool, but I don't want to put any of you guys in an awkward situation or anything. So we're cool here. And then it goes like, okay, I don't think we started our friendship fine. I will start from the beginning. Hi, I'm Dave Mustaine. You know, I go, I know who you are, man. It's like, man, let me go. Just want to do my set. And serious. And I started, you know, my ears started to, you know, to
get red. To get red,
because you're uncomfortable. I don't want to be also a pussy, because I know and I realized he was kind of drunk.
And it's a sort of bullying as well. I mean,
yeah, and I go like, if we start to get a little bit more aggressive, I would have to flip, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
And if it was, and I didn't want to flip in front of Kiko. I didn't want, because I would disappoint him so much. He was already embarrassed. Very embarrassed with that.
That's awful.
He was very embarrassed with that situation. I go, because of Kiko, I stay like, because I would love, you know, to go like, okay, you should be educated when you're You were a kid. You were not. I don't know what happened, but now come, because here is like either hospital or cemetery or police station. Come,
Oh, Jesus.
you know.
I get it, man.
And I was so pissed off, but I go like, let me do my set. But then I was like, inside I was like,
I know, boiling.
boiling.
Yeah,
yes.
man. That's
Oh yeah,
awful.
when you have to put a lid on it, it's always like you start like, at least with me, like I start reliving, the situation and like, should I have done that? Should I have done that? Should I have
Yeah,
done
I know,
that?
I know,
The
I know.
shoulds, and then
Yeah, no,
eventually it goes away.
Yeah, but I was proud that
Oh,
I
yeah.
kept hold of myself.
Yeah, when you
because
cool
this
down,
kind of situation is like the news would know about it. We could either one of us could go to the hospital or the police or cemetery.
and
know?
you definitely come out as a greater dude if you do that. If you know what, I just
yeah,
want
I mean, and then
just want to go back to the.
it was very awkward. And then Kiko apologized. He said he's got problems.
Well,
Well,
I've worked with a lot of ex-Megadeth members, and it's always the same story. I mean, Dave Ellison is one of the nicest guys. Well, we know what happened, and it's yeah, man. I don't want to open that topic now. Anyways, and Al Pitrelli, my ex-boss from TSO, he was in Megadeth as well, and I know Sean and Glenn Drover. Well, I know Marty Freeman. I heard all the same stories. So.
Okay, that's not the end. I forgot to tell you about. We had a LED going. We didn't have a specific
Backdrop.
images for all the songs. So for few songs, we had the original video clip going. Okay, dumb, but that's what we had. So we were in the middle of a set, and we had one video clip with Kiko in. So we were playing. Kiko was in the video clip. Suddenly, our lights go off, and the LED, everything goes off. Things started to be unplugged, and he was freaking out backstage, getting his crew to unplug everything during our set because we had Kiko's image in our backdrop LED.
and
Oh man, it's unexplainable.
Okay, and then our tour manager started to be pissed off. Paulo Barron was very pissed off, and the funniest thing is that Dave Mustaine's personal assistant and security guy is a big Brazilian guy, and he's a friend of ours. I know him for a long time. And that was funny because that huge riot happening backstage, and I go there, and then there is this guy, Knight Adriano, our friend, grabbing our tour manager, or I don't remember if it was. Okay, I'm sorry. He was grabbing Paulo by the neck like this, and almost crying to me, said, "I'm sorry, Rafa, I need to do it. Like he needed to take care of the situation in name of Dave Mustaine, but he was a friend of ours since very young. So it's like, I go like, is it really happening? Is it really happening? Because like he's my friend grabbing my hand because of the drunk dude in the.
it's like a series of crit failures on D&D. You fail the diplomacy check, you fail the performance check.
Yes.
In a series, it's like so many levels of psychological abuse in one.
Jesus Christ. Yes. That's my memory. And in order not to embarrass Kiko, I never said that story. But now he's not with him anymore. So I.
Oh, you
I
can tell.
the
Oh, that's
story.
right. He sold all the gear, all the Megadeth gear. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He's selling. He's selling
Or
everything.
he's selling still. So.
Yeah. So. Well,
He sells.
this sells, but who's buying?
Kiko sells.
Yeah.
Kiko's Megadeth's gear, and people are buying. Very good. What about if we jam now?
You want to jam now?
Should we?
Oh God.
What do you think about it? You're in your day off, so I'm not.
Yeah,
I don't
well,
want to,
we can try
I don't want to
something.
be abusive. Like,
What do you know that you can play like without rehearsing?
well, for me, it's always fun. The conversation about what to be played,
Okay, yeah, I have no clue what I'm gonna sing now. It's a...
Do you have your
Yeah.
voice? Is it fine there?
Well, I'm just gonna...
Pessoal, vocês podem
I'm
me
just gonna
aumentar
sing in my
aqui o teclado, por favor? Porque tá bem baixinho aqui no
Can I
meu.
sing just low?
Good. It will be fun.
Yeah.
You wanna do
let's do
some
an Elvis
Johnny
Presley.
Cash?
I saw that Fabio was singing some Iron Maiden with you. Was
Yes.
I'm not gonna go that high, man. Come
No
on,
worry.
stay off.
That was also very funny because we were rehearsing for the whole day in a different city. I mean, Osasco, kind of far from here, especially at 6 o'clock. So after our practicing, I took the car. I drove all the way here, and it took us like 2 hours. Fabio was dying, tired, and starving.
Oh,
So
that's
if-
the worst thing for singer, man. Starving and dying. Oh, man.
Because then you can't eat much just before singing,
You can't eat it.
but you're starving and it's like
It's awful. It's the
yeah.
worst thing.
So he was also in a bad humor because of what I put him into. I drove him all the way.
dude.
And then people started to ask for songs. Then I go, okay, what about Wasted Years? And he said, okay. And he's like this, I don't know if you noticed. He's like,
I saw it and he sounded amazing.
yeah, it sounded amazing, and people love it. I mean, obviously.
Oh, look at this guy.
Okay.
You're one of those guys.
No, well, but no, that would be too high. But you were singing this.
Oh, you want me to sing Alice in Chains with piano?
And I tell you what, it doesn't need to be the whole song. It's just a jam, parts of songs.
softly.
You want to do that?
Let's do. No, let's. I did Alice in Chains. Oh, damn, you can play piano. Shit, okay. Well, you can actually play piano. I thought you were a guitar player that just plays piano. You know those guys.
Oh no! I'm actually a keyboard player.
Well, in Macedon, you play the keyboard.
Yeah, I play keyboard.
In Macedon, he plays the keyboard.
Oh, you play the keys?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
that
he's also
weird
like
guy on stage.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, yeah, go ahead.
He's also a comedian.
A comedian? Oh, yeah, he told me he has a comedy show here.
Yes.
Yeah. It's going better.
It's getting better. I'm getting there.
All right. What if we just jam parts of songs?
Okay,
Yeah,
well.
let's do something we all know. Like maybe Led Zeppelin or something. Ralph, you know Led Zeppelin, right?
No.
No? Bad Company?
No, but I mean, if he's playing and you're singing.
You know the Rain song?
Well, I never sang it, so...
Oh. So what would you like to do? Like, you want to do like some Ramble On or something like that?
Well,
Or
now I gotta
maybe-
tell you my Robert Plant story. I actually sang with Robert Plant. I was a part of an event where he performed Stairway to Heaven for the last time 6 months ago. So I have a tape where I sing Stairway with him. So maybe we can do Stairway, like
Yeah,
a
sure.
stripped down version.
Good.
Yeah, because
No way.
that's,
So many people.
you know.
So many people prohibited us to sing, to play and sing this song.
I know, because in music
And I
stores...
hate
it's
that because it's like, it's one of the best songs ever written.
I know, it's an obvious choice from Led Zeppelin, but it kind of makes sense.
Can you turn me up? Like I was fine, and now I'm down to almost zero
He's
again.
down in
What
the hole.
happened?
He's down in the hall. Can I get louder piano? Yes, but I'm also louder. No, it's fine actually.
Okay, in a situation like this, how would you warm up? Or your voice is
I
always
never
there?
warm up. I warm
Yeah?
up during the song. Let's see how it goes. Should I sing? There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure. 'Cause you know, sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Where do we go now? Because it was wasn't there a different?
See.
Oh, that part.
Yeah.
Up there.
Yeah.
Let's go into If There's a Bustle.
Okay.
I would love to sing an octave hard. It's just, this vibe gives me like a more mellow, you know, octave down. Because if
Why don't you try it? Just release it. Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken. Can I get less voice and more keyboards for this part?
Yes, Joe, tá ouvindo?
Yeah! Okay.
Boa, boa, boa.
If there's a bustle, if there's a bustle in your hedgerow, don't be loud now. It's just a sprinkling for the May Queen. Yes, there are two bets you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the role you're on. Makes me wonder. Still it makes me wonder. Ooh. Oh, it makes me wonder. Your head is humming. Your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. Can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on a whispering wind? Yeah, still it makes me wonder. A little guitar solo. Makes Rafa wonder. Should we go into? Yeah. Want to do a solo? No, fine. Oh, okay, we're gonna do that one. Okay. As we wind on down the road, our shadows taller than our souls. There walks a lady we all know, who shines one light to what it shows. How everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the truth will come to you at last. When all is one and what is all, to be the rock and not to roll. Yeah. Yeah. And she's buying a stairway. That's a nice delay. To heaven. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. This was a mess. Singing high, singing low. Then I was supposed to sing high. Let's do the last part again. I'll sing high.
Okay, do it, do it.
Good.
1, 2, 3, 4. And as we wind on down the road, our shadows torn in our souls. There walks a lady we all know, who shines with light to what it shows. How everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the truth will come to you at last. When all is one and one is all, to be the rock and not to roll. Yeah, yeah. Oh, to be the rock. Let the guy shred. Just buying a stairway, stairway, oh Lord, to heaven. All right, that was interesting,
it.
to say the least.
Interesting is a good word.
Now,
Yeah.
when you brought it out, I was like, okay, now
Yeah,
I'm
man.
talking about it.
I mean, it's a huge
I had to
song,
warm up for the high. I was not ready for that. Man.
but it was nice. It was nice. It was.
It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, well, isn't it amazing that Stairway to Heaven is the most played song at guitar shops that no one knows actually how to play it? I was
Yeah.
like, okay, where do we go from here? I'm like, oh,
You're
right.
you know, I was like, oh shit.
Actually, so my diploma paper that I was working on, I had to analyze 6 songs, and Stereo was one of the songs. It's unusual. The song has no chorus, and it has 6 verses, which 2 of the verses have one like material, and the next 4 have different. So da 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 da. It's more kind of a chromatic going down, and then you have your head dum ba dum da da. It's a different. Then you have this guitar solo, and then you go into and as we wind on down the road, which goes for 9 rounds instead of 8, which is also
Yeah.
So Led Zeppelin is one of those bands that played by no rules and just created something new, and then it goes back to da, 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 da. So the title of the song, you know, when you write a song, okay, let's put the title of the song in the chorus so everybody can sing along. This is Stairway to Heaven is in the beginning and in the end. There's no. It's similar to November Rain. November Rain has pretty much no chorus if you think about it, unless you nothing lasts forever. That's not really a chorus. It sounds like
it's a hook. It's a hook.
It sounds like
It's
something that leads to a chorus.
It also happens with no quarter, you know, like
a lot of Led Zeppelin songs, immigrant song. Where's the chorus? Oh, it's sweet, and then you dum da 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 dum. It just goes back.
Yeah.
Black Dog. It's just verse.
Yeah, why
verse.
is it called Black Dog, man? Because like there's nothing in there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know.
I think that it all comes from blues and rhythm blues.
Yeah, R&B.
They didn't have real choruses, but like bottom lines. like, well, baby, I'll miss you, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
The bottom line, and
It's
and
always baby.
they needed a hook,
Yeah.
like "Rah!" It's a hook. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
It gets very memorizable.
And especially in the beginning of Zeppelin's career, like they had a lot of cover songs. You know, they were covering Howling Wolf, for instance. You know,
Yeah.
But, like
I think it's structuring.
that's like Killing Floor, and they have it like in two of their songs.
There's actually a
Yeah.
song.
The Lemon song goes like a.
Yeah.
That's a Howling Wolf riff. There's
Whole Lot of Love.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
There's a song from a blues guy. It's like, you need Kool-Aid. I'm like, what?
The thing is that now when I hear the original versions, like if I listen to Howling Wolf, like it talks to my heart more than the Zeppelin versions. What I like about Zeppelin is how they actually they grew out of that just like bluesy hard rock stuff,
Yeah.
and went into like deeper shit. Like when they write shit like
Yeah. Also, on the
I like
later
it.
albums. Yeah.
yeah, it's so beautiful.
It is. Well, can you hear him? Do you have headphones?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
do. You have. Yeah, man.
And he tunes the guitar. Yeah, it comes from that. But like it becomes more sophisticated and it becomes like more unique. Like songs like No Quarters, songs like that. That's why Houses of the Holy is that's my jam. Like that's my probably my favorite album.
Your favorite.
Although I really love
Physical Graffiti is a great
Physical
one.
Graffiti is
Graffiti is a
amazing.
great one.
Yeah,
Great
every
one.
time I'm in New York and I go around, East 10th, I go eat some ramen at Momofuku and then I just go to the Physical Graffiti building. It's just like there.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
that's
God.
St. Mark's place,
Nice.
and then I look
It's
at it for a
insane.
while and like it's people
How
are
does
just.
it look nowadays?
It looks the same. It just has like a few shops around it, but you can
Okay.
still see and recognize it. Because like the facade is like pretty much.
Do
Yeah.
people go there all the time?
Yeah, those
to
little
take pictures and
yeah,
stuff?
of course, people do that. But most people are just like walking by and
Okay.
yeah.
It's
Especially
just-
nowadays,
it's
there
their
are
neighborhood.
there are kids nowadays that they don't even know who Zeppelin is.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
and it's fine. It's
Yeah.
just what it is.
I bet it's like, the old people facility. How do you call those?
Like a nursing home.
Nursing home for people.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We have a walk now today to the Physical Graffiti building. They all go like they're all like 100 years old already. Yeah, Zeppelin fans.
I had my first blowjob here.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
I remember my girlfriend.
Yeah, man.
Margaret, you had tits in your mouth.
Yeah, dude.
Very good. All right. Thank you for that.
I also did thank you with this is a really cool story.
And also, I turned on the AC. Okay, just a second.
Oh,
because it
absolutely.
was
I'm
starting to get too.
I'm melting here, man. My balls
Listen,
are sweating.
Yeah, me too. I know this guy's also sweating the.
Listen, Rafael, I might do something exclusive for Amplifica show.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
So I have a
yeah.
video. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it. So I did a cancer platform concert.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Very interesting thing. The cause is amazing. It's a guy that actually found a cure for cancer.
All right.
And it was the comeback concert from Andy Taylor from Duran Duran.
Oh,
So he was doing his first appearance in a long time. He was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer, and they told him he has little to live. And this doctor gave him a pill that's it's. I don't want to reveal details. I'm not allowed if I'm allowed to. With
Okay.
all the
Don't say
in the
too
industry.
much.
But it's so this guy pretty much. I'm not sure if Andy's cancer free now, but it prolongs life from like 2 months up to like 15 years. It's
Oh.
revolutionary. So they were doing a cancer platform auction.
I hope it's.
Yeah, me
No.
too. I hope it goes worldwide. And for that cause, Phil X from Bon Jovi, he called me.
Uh-huh.
He said, "Man, I'm doing this gig with Robert Plant and Andy Taylor and Ella Henderson, a famous UK singer." I'm like, "I'm so happy." He's like, I'm gonna play Zeppelin stuff with Robert Plant." I said, "That's amazing." He calls me a week later. He's like, "Hey man, what are you doing on October 21st?" And I said, "There's no way." He's like, "I need somebody to
My
play."
birthday.
He said, "I need somebody to play piano and mellotron on Stairway to Heaven for Robert Plant."
oh shit.
And I said, can I sing a little bit? He's like, I know, man, I would love you to sing. I said, no problem, anything, I would love to play. So Guy Pratt on bass from Pink Floyd.
Oh shit!
Oh, cool.
David Palmer from Rod Stewart Band on drums. There was a guy, what's his name? Ken. He was playing in one of those famous 90s UK bands. He was on one guitar, Andy Taylor on second guitar, and Andrew Taylor, Andy Taylor's son, on third guitar. And so Robert Plant comes into our rehearsal, and we start playing Thank You. And I'm playing Hammond, and he says, hey, can you sing with me, background vocals? I was like, yeah. So that was the first time ever I'm playing Hammond, and he starts singing, and the mixing guy, who also works with Porcupine Tree and all these guys, he sets a reverb. It sounded just like I was listening to a Zeppelin record. When he starts singing, if this doesn't, and when he does all these nuances, and it sounds just like the record. I have a video. You have to hear this. This is insane. We cannot play it here and the TV here. No, I'm just. This is a short one. Let me just. Is it this one? Wait. We played Black Dog as well. This is me noodling on keyboard a bit. Let me find it. When she gets there, she knows if the star. There's like a phaser or something. No, but it sounds just. He's like 75 or something. It's still that sound. Yeah. You said the reverb, and it sounds just like the record. And it's in the same key as it was. It's the same key. Yeah. Cool. So we tried the song, and here comes the. Here comes the part, and he starts. And he's like, I didn't sing these songs for a while, and then he said, "Can somebody sing this with me?" And he looks at this girl that she was singing there, Annie Rani is her name, great singer from Sri Lanka. She lives in Denmark, plays with Andy Taylor. I forgot to mention her, and Andy said, "Hey, but Dino's a great singer. You might try with him." And I'm thinking, is this so? I sang with Coverdale. I sang with Paul Rodgers. Mm-hmm. And now, and he's like, hey, let's trade. You sing one, and there's a one down the road. I'll sing the. And I'm thinking, is this really happening? So there's me and Robert Plant singing the thing. You have a star, man. You definitely have a star. I was blown away, And then he said, this is not the smartest idea because it's not the smartest idea, Yeah. He's 75. You can't sing that kind of stuff, and it's high. And it becomes like a disbalance of power. Yeah. Even in the mix, it sounds weird. But let me tell you, right? when we did, I'm not sure if it was this song or Black Dog. He reached for some of the high notes. Oh yeah, and it sounded, man, Black Dog. When he went for that, it sounded just like back in the day. Cool. Yeah. That's and nice to hear. He didn't sing "Stairway to Heaven" since the Zeppelin reunion. Remember that concert where Jason Bonham was playing in O2 Arena, 2007? Yeah. So he didn't sing Stairway since then, and he announced like maybe a month ago that this was the last time he was going to do Stairway. It's just knowing that I was playing mellotrons behind and covering some stuff. It was, and he's such a nice guy, That's a very nice story, man. Cool story, man. Very nice story. So you're singing with White Snake for a while? Yeah, I did a lot of keyboard work, and I actually sang a lot. And David was not really hiding that because when we would do "Slide It In" was the second in the set. It was like a trade-off. He would sing, "You talk too much." I would sing, "Never say what's on your mind." So we would just trade off parts. Then the next song he would let me do like all the ad-libs. And in Burn, me and Michele the other keyboard player, were doing all the bridges. So it was like he calls it Whitesnake Orchestra because you had two proper singers that were also part of band. Joel Hoekstra sings. Red Beach is actually a great singer as well. Yes. And Tanya would sing a little bit. So everybody was singing on stage. Good. So I really had a good time, and David is my biggest hero. So I had a really great time with him. And you're still there with him? Well, officially I am, but to be honest with you, I'm not sure what's going on with the band right now. David announced that he's doing another album. Okay. So I was afraid to ask him what am I gonna do or not do? But besides that, it's like happy birthday, Merry Christmas. How is it going?
Nice.
He's always sharing everything I do. He shared the Homecast Destroy video on his Twitter, and he's just a very supportive and great guy. And it was surreal, meeting him. And then the next day, Slash came to our rehearsal, and I was like, "What is going on?" It's insane, especially for a guy that comes from a little country like myself.
Yeah.
Having all these legends. It's like
we know how he feels, right? I'm like that, I'm a little bit of. I get shy and weird when I see my idols just in front of me.
I got shy when I first joined TSO. When I saw, Jeff Scott Soda and Russell Allen and all these guys, I was like, "Damn, these are all people like that influenced me." But then with time, you get more comfortable. Johnny Depp was probably the coolest guy I met.
Serious? Tell me a story.
We played a festival 2022 with Jeff Beck and Johnny Depp. My guitar player, he's in Brazil here with me, and I hear a lot of noise. There's Zach Wilde sitting on the next table. There's Beth Hart there, and I was like, "Hey, I think Johnny's here." He's like, "Let's go and meet Johnny." I said, "Let's not bother the guy. There's millions of fans that want to see Johnny. He needs some peace." And our booking agent, who also did Jeff Beck tours and Steve Vai, and he also did some football transfers, like he did Ramos for Real Madrid, some crazy stuff.
Okay.
And he said, "Go and you gotta meet Johnny." And I said, and here I'm standing in line with Mickey D, Klaus Meine, and they're all standing in line to meet Johnny Depp. And I see an organizer, and he's like, "You want to meet Johnny?" I said, "My guitar wants to meet Johnny. I don't want to bother the guy." And he said, "He needs to know who you are. Like, let me do a little intro." I said, "Don't do this, please. I just want to shake his hand and go." And he tells his manager, "This guy's in Whitesnake, and he does this. He's the next big thing in rock, blah blah blah." And I told my guitar player, if he asks, you're also in Whitesnake, so that's the only way we're gonna get in. So Johnny turns around, and he's the most humble, nice guy ever. And and he leaves everybody. He talks to us for like 2 minutes. And I said, "Listen, I don't want to bother you. Is it possible to get just a little photo with you?" "Oh, sure." So, we hug each other. There's a light like this, and my dad is taking photo of us with a flashlight on. And I'm thinking, holy crap, no, Dad, come on, turn off the flashlight. And I'm like, I'm saying hurry up in Croatian. I'm like, požuri. And so Johnny's like, he's like, "So what does požuri mean?" He's like, because he's been listening to me like, požuri. And he's like, what does požuri mean? And the photo was kind of shitty, but I have a photo with Johnny Depp, and he's a very nice guy.
That's nice. That's a cool story.
He's so nice that all of the people, like, we have not a big scene in Croatia, but there's a lot of people that have egos. And I never really understood people with egos, because the bigger you get, you should be more humble, because you're happier, I guess. Well, it can go a different way. Maybe you get more depressed.
Sometimes it's not a matter of ego; it's a matter of being bothered. Trying to have some peace. Because I don't believe that an arrogant attitude from a famous person is like constant. Maybe on that very day, on that very time,
maybe he had a bad
tired,
day. Maybe he had a bad day. That's true.
But him, I heard stories that he's nice to people.
I'm telling you.
Nice.
And then he played a show with Jeff Beck. It was right after the court ended with whatever the name is of his ex-wife. I'm really bad.
Oh, Amber Heard.
Amber Heard.
The shitter.
That's right. The shitter. So,
bad pooper.
Yeah, so we're standing next to the stage, me and my guitar player, and Beth Hart is on the left. So Johnny is exiting the stage with all this security, and he sees us, and he comes after the show. He hugs it like, was it cool? I'm like, "Are you really was this a real?" Of course it was great. You don't have to do anything. He just has to come out and just be cool. And then he played Lil Wing and sang some Jimi Hendrix, and he said, "I gotta go to the bus, get some rest." He was so nice, man. So we were. I never get like a starstruck or something, but we were laying in bed, and my guitar player says, he's like, "Man, after I met Johnny, nobody deserves to have an ego after this guy," because we met a lot of people that didn't do much, but they're like, show-offs.
Yeah.
And after meeting this guy, it really humbles you
That's
You know?
nice.
He
Nice.
has that thing that Keith Jarrett also has. Like he did, but Keith Jarrett is not particularly humble. But like,
Okay.
but they don't see the things that they do. You know, like Keith Jarrett doesn't listen to his own albums, and Johnny Depp doesn't watch.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Oh, he
doesn't watch
doesn't?
his own movies.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't watch his own movies. He said
Yeah.
that Jay Leno asked him.
Yeah.
And
It was like,
he said, "Why don't you watch?" He's like, "I have nothing to do with that. It's out." which is kind of
That's nice.
It's kind of cool. I mean, I think Keanu Reeves is like that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Keanu Reeves is the same. Richie Kotzen is really good friends with him.
Okay.
And he told me that Keanu Reeves is like the best guy.
Yeah. Looks cool too.
I mean, and you know, he's humble. He's going into Metro. He's not one of those. He's just a normal guy that does.
Let me ask you
abnormal
this.
stuff.
But he is new. He is new. He's the
Yeah.
number one of the Matrix. So
When you record an album and you spend like months listening to that to get the mix right and stuff, like, can you really listen to it
No.
when it comes out?
No, man. No.
Do you get self-conscious and shit like that?
No, I every time I hear, I'm like, man, no. I hear that kick. I should have cut that frequency on the kick. No, because I'm very specific because
you're that picky.
yeah, because I write all the songs. Now the next record is going to be written by the whole band, but the first record was me, and I recorded real piano and Hammonds. I'm really particular about keyboards, and I engineered all the guitars. I mic all the amps, and then I'm okay. Let's double this with Kemper, you know, and then let's do drums. I don't like. Get rid of the triggers. I don't like the sound of the toms, and it's okay. Let's go on a bass guitar, and then it's time for vocals. And I'm so tired of all the instruments that I was working on. Then I get the mix. I'm like, why are guitars not coming out on this phone, but they're coming out in my car? Let's fix that. Oh my god, why is the snare so loud? Oh, there's not enough plastic on the kick. I don't hear the, you know. Then I get so, and then I send the mix to my dad, and he's like, guitars are eating your vocals, and we just sent the master to the label. I'm like, no, don't tell me that. Then he says, you ruined the song. I like the demo more. And then, I'll never forget, I went to a vacation, and I'm driving to this island. There's nobody there, and he calls me. He's like, "You ruined my favorite song on the album. It was so good. It sounded like Mr. Big on steroids. Now it sounds the riff is more heavier. It makes no sense. You dropped it down a half step. It lost the sparkle." So I pull over, and I'm so mad. I'm listening to the song. I'm like, it's not in my vocals. Is he deaf? What's going on? I said, "Can you please listen to this on your headphones?" And I'm all stressed out. Oh, shit, I gotta redo the mix now. And he's like, "Oh, I listened to it on the headphones. It sounds amazing." So it's, and then the label guy says, "You know, I think we need more bottom man on the master." I'm thinking, oh my god.
So you had to redo anyway.
Man, I wish, yeah. I wish I wasn't doing all of that, to be honest.
There is an awful amount of control that we're able to have over sound nowadays.
Yeah.
And that shit, like, it's been, like, I can't even remember the amount of times that I had a demo or that I was working with an artist that came in with a demo and the demo sounded awesome. And then we're like at a fucking expensive studio with, like, you know,
and then
thousands and thousands of dollars in the equipment.
It's not the same.
And oh no, let's add this. Let's add this. No, we're gonna mix.
Worse,
like,
man.
yeah, can you cut a mix for us to have it as a reference, and then you listen to it for like 8 hours, and then you go back to the studio the next morning. I'm like, dude, you guys are ruining yourselves with that. You know, yeah. I mean, yeah, the amount of control that you're able to have over sound, like it gets you to a point. That happens with every system. Like every system that is operating at least like 85% of optimization.
Yeah.
If you try to improve it, if you try to make it better, the chances that you're gonna make it worse, they get higher and higher as you try. You know.
Yeah.
Man.
Back in the days when we had to go analog for everything, it's like in one day that very track sounds. In a way, you'll think it's good, fine. The next morning, you lose some high ends or some frequencies. They all sound different for some reason. You know, because of statics, because of dust or whatever happens, because of the voltage, electricity, everything, whatever happens, it didn't sound the same from one day to another.
Oh, that's all. I would kill myself.
You know? So like you finish a mix, the next day, like they sound slightly different in between channels. So
That's-
obviously not like fucking different, but
And with
you're right.
with
Today
rock
you have
music,
control of everything.
yeah. I have a theory about metal. Is that like metal was at its coolest when people did not know that they were making metal. When they did not know that they were making heavy metal. You know, like
Okay.
Black Sabbath didn't know they were making heavy metal. Of
course,
Dio probably didn't know
they
that
were
he was making.
unconscious,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
They were creating, right?
Even like you get like the old Judas Priest albums. You know, like the ones that are more like hot rocking and shit like that. It has like it
Sin
has
After
that,
Sin?
Yeah, exactly.
Rock and Rolla?
Yeah, it has that grit. And even when you get to Painkiller, you know, it's like it's a full on metal album.
It is.
But after that, people, heavy metal musicians became too self-aware. It's like the Machines.
You're right.
You know,
That's
the
a good
rise
one.
of the machine, and that's the rise of the machines. That's my theory on heavy metal.
Okay. which
So you
brings
need to
us-
forget that you're making heavy metal, guys.
yeah. Which brings us up to the fact that it's very hard to sound unique nowadays.
Yeah,
because of so
that's-
many references.
Yeah, you always
So-
you always have your go-to albums, how you want to sound. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, I want to, you know, when we did a couple of 7-string songs, my reference is always Nevermore. Let's get that Jeff Loomis sound from Dead Heart and Dead World, and
Oh,
you
cool!
know,
You're into that?
oh, absolutely, man. That's like if I had to go in that genre, that and some Pantera stuff and some Machine Head stuff and Lamb of God. But that was a very specific album because it was heavy, but the vocals are so different.
Yeah.
And but Symphony X Angra as well, you know. But I noticed that mixes of Angra and Symphony X and all those prog power heavy metal bands in the 90s, every time the double bass would come up in the song, it didn't have enough plastic, like high end. So when you get to the, it would get muddy because of that.
I kind of like that mud though. I gotta say that.
Symphony X as well, of Seas and Shadows.
Big bass.
You know,
drums and-
whenever I have sometimes it's like you listen to a power metal album nowadays, it seems like people are just like dropping marbles on the ground. You know?
It's nuts. You don't hear every hit.
Yeah.
Because did you have triggers back the day?
I don't think
Like that?
we've ever used triggers. Maybe on Rebirth.
But it doesn't matter because the producer is just gonna get your recording and he's gonna get your best kick and he's gonna sample that shit and he's gonna there's a lot of
That was very usual. You would
Yeah.
sample your best kick and then you would copy paste throughout.
Oh, that's right.
So you're just making a MIDI.
Oh, that's right. 'Cause remember band Slaughter from the 80s?
Yes.
Yeah.
Up all night, sleep all day. So Blas Elas, their drummer, plays for TSO with me. So I asked him, like, how did you get the drum sound? They sampled a basketball that was
come on.
kicked on the floor.
Serious?
And that was the snare on their Up All
Come
Night
on.
and Fly to the Angels. It's a basketball kicked, and that's the sound of the
Yeah.
snare.
Yeah. Did you guys ever heard some AI metal songs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It's scary.
I have a friend from my town, Gabriel. He's from Recife Ordinário. You've been there, I think. Yeah, and he made an album called Danilium, like because of his friend Danilo, and it's like a 17-track album, like all AI, and it's all about like silly names of cities, like the land of CDU, which is like this shitty area of Recife, and he released it, and it sounds legit. You can tell like AI still has a long way to go to actually make up for albums like that. But it's funny to see. And it's also funny to see the reaction of the metal people that he sent it to. Like, people were, like, disgusted by it. They were like, I don't think this is ethical. And I'm like,
Well,
what?
I kind of, I mean,
fuck are you?
that way, I had a conversation about this with Jordan Rudis from Dream Theater. He called me on Zoom, and he said, can you send me a sample of your voice so I can show you something? And he said, I work with this Japanese company that, like, you can make samples of your voice, and every time somebody uses your voice, they pay you. And I said, I said that ways anybody can use my voice on like shitty songs that I don't want to be a part of. He's like, it's true. He said, but now you can still get the money for that. One day,
they will do it anyway.
And
the thing is, they will do it anyway. They will create a name.
And I said no. He said he offered that to Devin Townsend. Devin Townsend said yes. I said, there's no way I'm going to give. He said, but I can sample your voice from us talking now. And he sent me a song that he did, and he used like a mid-high voice of a black man. And he sends me a song, and I said, so who sang this? He said, it's an AI. I thought it was somebody singing. It was so real. And even like the soul of the voice was there. It's insane.
It's insane.
It's insane, man.
What I think is that this will establish different standards for all of us, you know, because I mean, if we will be like people loving it, that will depend on people, not on us as artists, right? Because we keep doing our stuff, but we will certainly establish a different standard. Like, okay, you can't go below that anymore.
Which is kind of cool because all the shitty bands will disappear.
Yeah,
but there's still
I like
audience
that idea.
I don't know, man. I'm sure there's gonna be some shitty AI bands. I'm sure there's gonna be some
shitty
of that.
black metal?
Yeah. Oh, dude, I can't wait for that.
There will always be some AI Oasis.
Oh my! I actually like Oasis.
Yeah, people shit on Oasis.
Security, come in.
But you know,
Stop crying your heart out. Yeah, man.
But maybe.
Okay. He likes Nickelback. He likes Nickelback. So.
Come on, man. Yeah. Come on, guys.
We got to.
Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater.
Just joking.
Yeah.
I love all sorts of music. Well, it's not that I'm listening to
Me too. I'm
Oasis
just joking.
actively. They have some decent songs.
But they have some songs that, like, if they come out,
I don't like Wonderwall, but there's some songs that.
But even Wonderwall, like, it has something about it that it can only come out once. You know, if anyone is gonna try to write that now, like, it's gonna be okay. That sucks. But that thing came out.
You can only write maybe once. You can't really pull that off twice.
It's the same with Bittersweet Symphony. You know, like
it's a great song.
Great song.
It's one of those melodies. It's it's like also or
yeah,
four notes that nobody thought of.
Exactly.
Or high hopes. Cling, 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 cling. I can hear the
And the bell.
Beyond the horizon.
Great. Let's do that one.
You want to do high hopes?
Please.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you remember the lyrics?
Well, I have to remind myself of the second verse. Can you share me your Wi-Fi here so I can?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna sing in my Tom Jones voice. Oh, I actually played that song with a Pink Floyd show in Cape Town in South Africa. We played this and the Dogs of War one after other.
Oh yeah, nice.
On the Turning Away, is that on the Momentary Lapse of Reason?
On the Turning Away, that's
what a great song.
On the Turning Away.
So good, man. What do you want from me?
How do I share the Wi-Fi? I don't know.
Just put a hotspot.
Oh, okay.
Do you know the chords to High Hopes?
Yeah.
Do you know the boom da da dum? I know. Why am I even asking? Here comes the F. Oh, so good. I love the sound of that Nord, by the way. No. So you have to permitir acesso a outros. Maximizar compatibilidade.
You're a natural already.
Yeah. Man, I'm a Rafa's.
Let me try.
Oh, okay.
Did he find it?
iPhone.
Yes.
Okay, give me the password. Give me the password without people telling
Yes,
me.
that's what I was showing.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's the password.
Yeah.
Man, you have space.
Yes. It's very secret.
It's okay. So let's do High Hopes.
You get it?
Yeah. What do you want from me? I love that album.
Me too, man.
my God. Sounds just like it. I wish the random guy here could hear what I'm hearing. It sounds just like the record. No, not Panic at the Disco. Beyond the horizon of the place we lived when we were young, in a world of magnets and miracles, our thoughts strayed constantly without boundary. The ringing of the division bell had begun. Along the long road and on down the causeway, do they still meet there by the cut? There was a ragged band that followed in our footsteps, running before time took our dreams away, leaving the myriad small creatures trying to tie us to the ground, to a life consumed by slow decay. Can I have keyboards up? The grass was greener, the light was brighter, when friends surrounded, the nights of wonder. Looking beyond the embers of bridges glowing behind us, to a glimpse of how green it was on the other side. Steps taken forwards, but sleepwalking back again, sleepwalking back again, dragged by the force of some inner tide. At a higher altitude, where the flag unfurled, we reached the dizzy heights of the dreamed of world. Encumbered forever by desire and ambition. There's a hunger still unsatisfied. Our weary eyes still stray to the horizon, though down this road we've been so many times. The grass was greener, sweeter, the nights of wonder. Oh, with friends surrounded, the That's what I'm talking about.
Great
Dude,
one.
it's great. Like when your voice goes deep, it's like it has a very unique quality too. Because I'm usually, waiting for you to go up.
I know.
But you have a great like
I actually,
low register.
I love singing low because when you do heavy stuff, there's no space for low singing because you can't really break through guitars.
Yeah.
With low singing. But when it comes to songs like these, I love singing low, man. Because when I sing high, you think I'm a tenor, but I'm actually not a tenor.
Yeah, when you're speaking, you can you can hear that.
It's a baritone with the kind of tenor high end, but also with bass baritone, thing. I love. This is the second time I sing this song, but it's so different because there's no space for everything has to be very clean and just tell the story, and that's
tell the story. Yeah.
What an amazing song! I even think I like this song more than "Shine On You Crazy Diamond."
Oh yeah, you think so?
I mean, "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" is the best song ever, but just this song has special.
It's hard.
But also like that intro of Echoes when the band comes in like.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But the thing is, the intro you played, it's a chromatic. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the.
And then this no stay. Yeah. That's where Dream Theater got all this.
Oh
the spirit carries on.
Yeah, no, this progression is the one that I use the most for anything.
Oh yeah,
because it has one those chords have one mutual note, which is the minor third.
Yeah, and then the minor becomes a major, and
that's it.
It's like you're falling, and then you hit something, and you're like,
Yeah. One of a life. Yeah. I love this chord. Yeah. It's isn't "Shine Your Crazy Diamond" as well? Remember when you were young. Remember when you were young. And it goes from G for two. Yeah, that's and B flat. Yeah, man. So
I
good.
love this shit.
I love it. I love it.
Let's just eat some mushrooms and go to the forest. There's no forest around here.
Yeah. Well, isn't Division Bell the last? Is that the last Pink Floyd album?
Isn't Final Cut? No.
Final Cut was the
Final Cut with the last one with Roger Waters.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in general, So High Hopes was the last song ever by Pink Floyd. If you look at the discography.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the last song on the Division Bell. It's song number 11.
Yeah. There's never a moment that
Turning Away was a great call too.
Yeah.
Right?
That is a great one. I love that song.
I love In the Turning Away.
And his vocals on this song, the sound and all the harmonics. And
that's what I told you. What I love the Gilmour era. I love Waters era, of course. But the Gilmour era, the production was so juicy. It was like everything was floating. Yeah. And the Dogs of War is on that album, and Learning to Fly, of course.
Yeah. Was that also with what's the name of that maestro? That Michael Kamen.
Michael Kamen.
Yeah, he was in the Wall. Like I
didn't know that.
Yeah, it was Richard Wright, and he came in and did some orchestration, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow,
but he also did other Floyd stuff, and he was
nice,
amazing.
Yeah,
he's done Empire for Queensryche. He's done the Metallica with orchestra. Michael Kamen is the guy. Same guy.
Empire. Silent Lucidity. He did orchestra.
He's done the orchestra.
We should have done Silent Lucidity.
Oh, let's do that one.
Oh, come on.
Let me remember.
Hush.
I don't know if I remember it. Do you want to play it?
Well, I want to show you the chords for High Hopes now. Finally.
Okay.
Along the Wrong Road. That's a G sharp. It doesn't matter. Now it's similar.
This is a G sharp. Yeah, because I was making it up here.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay.
What you're talking about? High Hopes, or are you talking about? Yeah,
High Hopes.
Okay.
It's a long. Well, I'm not sure.
Of the place we live when we were young, magnets and miracles.
but he means the
This part,
pre-chorus.
So this
Yeah.
part.
the
here.
pre-chorus.
No, just sit down. So this part is. So this part is. So this part is. I can hear it. So it's. Along the wrong road.
Oh yeah.
No. It's,
Yeah.
So it's-
Ah, yeah, there's a major
Oh
there.
yeah.
That's the one.
There's a major in the pre-chorus.
I couldn't hear it, so I can't guarantee I played it right. But there's a lot of sustain.
Oh yeah, it's almost.
You're right.
Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrops from your eyes. Alive. I cannot believe we're doing randomly Queensryche, Pink Floyd, and Led Zeppelin. I even had a voice crack. You can cut that from the podcast.
What do you mean?
I was a little flat on that.
I think it was awesome. And everyone witnessed that it was a thing, you know.
Yeah. I'm only human after all. I got a woman.
Oh, you know? Do you know Who's Loving You by Jackson 5? It starts.
Yeah. If I rested my voice, we could do that.
Amazing. Okay. Well, when you rest your voice, let's do that. Yeah.
We can do all of that stuff. Are we seriously doing this song? So I have to.
So you're gonna take the lead. I'm just gonna noodle and follow you. I sort of know it, but the form is bonkers.
Where's the one?
I mean, just remember the song first.
So it's D, B, D, B, and then it's G. So now there's another chance, da, E, and a light. And then it's G. There's another one. Is that a D?
It's a G.
Oh, it's a G. Then it's E. So it's. Hush now, don't you cry. Wipe away the teardrop from your eyes. You're lying safe in bed. It was all a bad dream spinning in your head. What kind of lyrics are these?
Your mind is stripped.
Oh,
Your mind?
Your mind due to feel the pain. Sorry, it's my mistake. Of someone close to you. A minor. Someone close to you, living the game. Alive. It's back to C. Here it is, another chance. A wide awake, you face today. Your dream is over. G. Or has it just begun? Dun 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 dun. Oh shit. There's a place I like to hide, a doorway that I'm running through in the night. Oh, that's the worst I was thinking of. Relax, child, you were there, but only didn't realize that you were scared. It's a place where you will learn to face your fears, retrace the years, ride the wings of your mind. Commanding in another world, suddenly I'm gonna help to see through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity. There are no more verses.
Yeah, actually, there should be a solo there with a lot of. There's a verse. If you open your mind.
Oh, you're right. If you open your mind for me, you won't rely on open eyes to see. The walls you build within come tumbling down, a new world will begin. Living twice at once, you learn. You're safe from the pain, dream the main. A soul set free to fly. A round trip journey in your head. Master of illusion, can you realize your dreams alive? You can be the guide, but I will be watching over you. I'm gonna help you see through. We'll protect you in the night. I'm smiling next to you in silent lucidity. Yeah, we should have rehearsed this.
This was a rehearsal.
This was the rehearsal.
This was the rehearsal.
I was even trying to sing like Jeff did. You know?
Yeah, you got.
But you know what? If we were thinking about what songs would we do, right?
Yeah.
Before but then we come up with an idea. This is very hard to control here in the podcast. We always come up with an idea that we haven't rehearsed, and that's what's cool for the people, because that's how we rehearse. We come up with an idea, we throw up the chorus, try to remember. This is the first round of the song, if it was going to be presented. You know?
Yeah.
If it was going. This is
true.
not presentation, it's not performance. It's just us remembering songs. And
I've never done silent lucidity in my life, so I mean...
Actually, we've done in Angra with Gav Tate.
Oh yeah, wow.
With Jeff Tate. I mean, he always corrects us with the Gav stuff. But I didn't remember. I was reading the chords on the internet anyway.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
And you're here in Brazil for concerts.
Yeah.
With your band.
Yeah, Jalusic. We
Talk
just
a
did.
little bit
We just did Curitiba. We did Porto Alegre with Sinistra and Jeff Scazzoro. And the last one was Nova Friburgo with a lot of death and black metal bands. I wasn't sure how we're gonna fit in. When I came to the venue, all I could hear was like, and I was like, oh my god! So all the ballads out, I'm not playing piano and singing definitely for
changing the outfit. And
yeah, man. No, the outfit stays. We're gonna be the softest band, but we're gonna be the grooviest band for sure because the riffs are a lot more, It's there's no, there's no this or there's no. But people loved it.
Right?
Yeah, like there's no blast beats, but people loved it. And Summer Breeze is next. Then we play.
Yeah,
we're playing the same time as Angra.
That's bad because I wanted to see you guys.
Yeah, Felipe texted me right away. He was like, "Oh man, is this even possible?" But you guys are playing 15 minutes longer, so I will catch the rest at the end of the set.
Okay,
absolutely. Cool. And then we're playing the day after Vivo Rio with Sebastian Bach and Mr. Big.
Nice. And
then we play Buenos Aires, and then we play Asunción, and then we fly back and we play with Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons and Udo in Germany.
All right, so very hectic schedule.
Very hectic, especially with the flights and jet lags and stuff. Yeah,
it's good that you're going to see your ill father that had to stay.
Yeah,
Dario had to stay.
Dario had to stay, man.
Croatia because he was ill, and that's bad.
Yeah,
but I hope to meet him next time.
Jesus Christ.
Serious, because he's a guitar player.
Yeah.
I'd like to chat about it.
And you feel like he's a nice guy, right? You can feel that.
Yeah,
kind of, right? Yeah.
I mean, he raised you, so
yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
He's already my friend.
Oh yeah, this is a worse version of what you could expect from him.
Okay, so it's a.
I have no clue what this sentence even means. It was like it was super hectic even in English. Yeah, man, really enjoying Brazil. Really enjoying. I don't remember the last time I ate this much meat in my life, man. Like the steaks and they
protein.
They just protein. They just bring steaks and I'm eating and there's like 5 more steaks coming. So yeah, I love Brazil, man. I really do.
We took Jeff Scott Soto to a restaurant. It's a meat restaurant down south. Very good one. I think was in Porto Alegre. And it was like a huge rib, cow rib, but it's like the whole part. And he goes like, "Oh, whoa, I want to film it because it looks like a dead dog." Because
oh my God.
It's the size of a dog. And I was seeing it, and yes, it looks just like the size of a dog, a dead dog on the table, and we all cut it and had the whole thing,
Jesus.
Yeah, we're paranoid.
Did he like that? Did he like that?
Yeah, a lot. He's a meat eater.
Did he drink 10,000 caipirinhas after that?
Well, he had been a couple, but yeah, he loves it.
That's our good buddy Jeff Scott Soto.
Great.
Yeah, man.
You, Rasta, you're here in Brazil for vacation for your comedian show?
Yeah, no, I just did a tour, but I was just like talking shit in front of people.
And people seem to like it.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
It's apocalypse. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, there was no one really super offended. Like when they got offended, they laughed. So,
but isn't that the point of comedy? People get offended by everything these days.
Yeah. Yes.
We, sorry to interrupt you. We as a band, we offend each other every day on a daily basis, and that makes us stronger.
Oh yeah.
If you have a guy that gets offended by everything, the whole vibe is gone. So.
Yeah, I was actually
offend each other, guys.
Yeah, in my show, there's one bit that I do that I talk about male and female friendships, and I was asking the girls like, okay, do you have friends? And she was like, yeah. Did you ever pee in your friend's beer bottle? Did you ever take a picture of your dingo and close to your friend's face when he's passed out drunk? Did you ever bully your friends? No, I never did it. See, so you don't know what friendship is,
Pretty much.
Yeah. With us, it's like that. Like with my friends, we depreciate each other, and we depreciate ourselves as well. Like it's part of like sort of letting go a little bit of the story that you make up about your own identity and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a nice way to put it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, comedy has this cathartic element that's why I do it. I think it's like therapeutic in a way. Like whenever you're thinking too highly of yourself, whenever you think that your feelings matter a lot and all that, and like no, I'm this and that, and you have all these things that you think you are. Like you listen to a joke, and it's. Yeah. I feel that like with rockers, it's great when rock stars have like young daughters, that don't have a clue of what they're doing, or when they have kids that they don't have a clue of what they're doing, you know, like they don't know the legends that they are or whatever, and they're just, oh, you're just playing that bass, you're lame, and you're like, you know.
Yeah, you're being your real self.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
With my daughter, I never told. About. And I never described
What you do
myself to her the way people or the fans
would
see
describe you. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Oh, yeah,
it makes no
absolutely.
sense.
Yeah.
To a day that she told me that a teacher saw me and said that she was my fan, and I go, "You have a crazy teacher."
That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. Your teacher is delusional.
You're delusional. Okay, it's just she
That's
started to.
amazing.
She knew I had a band. I worked, and she said, "Oh," she was so happy because they're like, "Okay, someone likes you. That you know. I know you work hard. You work a lot. You travel. There is one person that likes your job. My teacher." I go, "Oh, thank God that there's one there." That,
Oh my God, that's amazing, man.
Yeah. But other than that, I have to go back to the US in the beginning of May because I'm still working on a few tracks with Bron from Macedon. Like, he has a synthwave project called Arcadia.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. He plays drums and he sings. Like, it's pretty cool. You know?
The
Yeah.
drummer. That's,
the drum.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. I love hearing other band members. I love Mastodon, but taking like that guy, one of the guys from the band, doing something completely different, and if it sounds great, I'm
Yeah.
always open to hear that kind of stuff.
Yeah, they always do. Like, Bron does this synthwave stuff. Like, and Brent has this country thing that he does. And I play on that too. And
I would assume he does. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a few things to finish with that, and then we go on the road from July to September. It's a tour of Macedon and Lamb of God. It's like Leviathan is turning like, I don't know, 20 something.
Oh, already.
Yeah.
Wow. Great
And
album.
or is it 15 or 10 years? I don't remember, but like it's an anniversary tour. Leviathan and Ashes.
Ashes of the Wake?
Yeah.
Oh, love it, man.
Yeah.
It'll be a blast.
Yeah, no,
my
dude, Lamb of God live is one of
I know,
the
man.
greatest
Oh,
bands.
Yes.
I love
So
Lamb
heavy.
of God so much. We actually played at one point Redneck live.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. My growls were inspired mainly by Anselmo and Randy Blythe.
Oh, yeah.
I even have a growl on this Jelusic album, which came out of nowhere because mostly people see me as, oh, we want to hear you sound like, you know, Dio cover kind of thing. So we put this Meshuggah part of the song that nobody expects, lasts for 5 seconds, and it's, if you didn't know, you would think pretty much it was. I think you would think it was Lamb of God.
Nice.
Love it, man. Love it.
That's
I would
nice.
love to see that tour if it comes to Europe.
yeah. Well, if you, it's gonna be an American and Canada thing, you know. Like, I wish we were going to Europe, but there's probably an album coming this year, so like maybe next
Cool.
year, or you know. But I love going to Europe. It's just my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, American bands love playing Europe, and we love coming to
Yeah.
America. Every time I land in LAX, I feel like home.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's a lot of people I know there. You know,
Okay.
the NAM box we talked about.
Oh yeah, we were talking
The NAM
about.
box, man. The musicians at NAM.
Yeah.
Those are my buddies. You know, the Tosin
Lots
Abasi
of-
fans.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
Yeah.
And lots of Brazilian at the NAMM
Bruno
show.
lives
too.
in LA. and
Yeah, but
with
during
his
the
wife.
NAMM show, I go there every year.
You do?
Yeah. I love it.
I might come. Well, you actually have a show in Sweden, so I might not come again. I was supposed to do Dime Bash one year, but then COVID hit. COVID changed everything.
yeah.
Your
so-
plans and now everyone.
But
is-
who else from the Brazilian guys lives? Kiko lives in Finland.
Yeah, now he's back to Finland. Lots of Brazilian guitar players that you don't know. Obviously, Matheus Assato, he lives in LA.
Mateus is now back in Brazil
Oh, you're right. I
because
think he's back in
Mateus' best
Brazil.
friend is Yas, my bass player from Whom We Got Destroyed. So we used to hang out. and-
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Mateus just got married and he's back in Brazil.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes.
Good.
See, I'm updated about stuff.
You're updated about the Brazilian guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that like when you tour the United States, unless you're in like very iconic cities, like I love going to New Orleans. It's like my favorite place in
Oh, is it?
America.
The Bourbon
Yeah.
Street.
Yeah.
Where every bar has the best funky band you've heard.
Yeah.
Man.
I've been once.
Yeah.
Man,
Only
Bourbon Street
ones.
in NOLA is amazing, and I love going to see those like jams and stuff.
Yeah.
And I would always end up on stage jamming with those guys. It's so good.
So like when you're in NOLA, when you're in Austin, when you're in Nashville.
I love Austin as well, man.
New York, LA, but there's some part like the middle America. Sometimes you're in a place and it looks just like the other place that you were just like the last night, you know, because they're very new and you know colonization was very.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's very modern.
There's a lot of cities in the U.S. that I've really found.
Yeah, but when we were in Europe, you know, like any day off, like let's say we were in buttfuck nowhere, Germany, you know, like one day I was like in Magdeburg, Germany, and I was walking around and there was like Otto's Cathedral, you know, like I'm like, oh shit, this is where the Holy Roman Empire was.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
like,
well,
it's like that's the thing about Europe. That,
It's
Yes.
a longer history.
I love
so
it.
Yeah.
There's always something to see in Europe.
It makes me want to walk out. Like, I don't want to walk out to a Best Buy, you know? Like,
Oh my God.
some places in Middle America will be like that, you know? Like, you walk around, like, there's a Burger King, there's an Applebee's, there's a Best Buy, and you're like, okay, yeah, I already shopped for every underwear and every piece of gear that I needed.
I know all the Ross stars.
Oh, Ross.
Dress for
less.
Dress for
I
less.
bought my bag. I bought my bag for like traveling in Ross. Dress
Oh,
for
yeah,
less.
they're great
like
for
$70
that.
bucks.
It's like
Amazing.
you have to, right?
Yeah.
I love that. Ross Dress for Less. That's the best, man.
We all know that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's very nice. Let's do a final crazy thing for ending up the show. It's nice. It's very nice to have you guys here. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, I feel like we didn't cover that much. We could talk for like
Okay, let's
years.
Let's talk.
No,
more.
I mean-
I know you have another. You need to be at a hotel around 7:30.
No, it's fine. Jeff
Yeah.
Scazzotto can wait.
Oh, look at that.
Jeff Scazzotto, man.
Jeff,
I've done you enough favors. You can wait a little bit. No, I'm just kidding. I love Jeff. No, but he can wait. We have some topics to cover, man.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, man. Should I talk now?
Yeah,
go
maybe he
ahead.
has things
Okay,
to say.
your birthday. You're also
Your birthday.
traveling.
Oh, yeah,
to
but
Santa
but
Catarina.
that's not relevant.
It is because it's about you two. You picked Santa Catarina, a place in Brazil, to be with your friends.
Yeah.
to
I'm gonna
spend
be
your-
there, you know, just for the weekend
Yeah,
before
it's
I
nice.
have to go back to my mountain of
I love
ice.
birthday parties. You know, I love birthday parties. I always celebrate my birthday. I like to do it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, I never
And
really
I like
get to do that
I
though.
like to be in birthday parties. I don't know why. You know,
Wow.
it's like, you know, every time he comes, because I'll be a bit gothic now, but
Oh, shit.
every
Oh.
time we could die in any day.
You're going
That's
memento
true.
mori on us? Are you gonna tattoo
That's
that?
true. When you celebrate your birthday, it means another year you're alive. You know, it's like, okay, I survived another one.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
I'm really too young to listen to this, man.
Maybe
This is
that.
like
See, no,
Maybe
look at his face. You know, like
I have
yeah.
him playing in my head now. You know, baby, join me in death. I can't hear the piano. Let's.
Baby, join me.
That's crazy.
We are so alive. You know, nowadays I'm a little bit like this.
Considering escape from.
Yeah, no, dude, there was a band from Finland that no one really knows but me and a few friends, but they were sort of famous back. They were called Sentenced.
Saint?
Sentenced or Sentenced.
Oh, Sentence.
Yeah,
I actually listened to them in high school.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
I used to love that band, you know, like, and every song was about suicide and like and death and
Isn't
shit.
that
Like,
the band that they decided to?
they decided to die.
No. They,
Yeah, no, the
they
band,
decided
you know.
to disband,
Disband.
once they reached the highest point of their career.
Yeah. They
That's the band?
like their best album is called Funeral Album.
Okay.
And that was the end of their career.
Okay.
Like they
All of
decided, which I think is a very cool thing to do. There's a lot of bands that I wish
Stop
they
time.
stopped. You know, like they just imagine, you know, that you just do something else. You go raise pigs and you have your own brand of bacon, you know, or something like that.
Okay.
But but you're not doing that, you know.
Do you know that? Is it Roger Deacon, the bass player of Queen? That nobody knows where he's now.
Yeah.
It's like
apparently after Freddie died, he didn't want to do.
After Freddie died, he doesn't want to be around. He's not showing up for everything. Also, Steve Perry.
Yeah.
Steve Perry's like, okay, he's not doing much after Journey, is it?
No, he did some solo stuff like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he did. But Roger, you're right. And I think same went for Bon Jovi bass player, Alec John. After he left Bon Jovi, he just disappeared.
He was
and died like 2 years ago.
I did, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's...
Yeah, but it was cool. But we were talking about birthdays, and now we're like a down. It's a down.
Yeah, I mean,
birthdays
like,
to funeral.
Because celebrating birthdays is celebrating life.
Yeah, well,
You know, if we cheer live, it means you know, we celebrate that we're alive.
Yeah.
That means we're not dead. Which comes to death. That's what Jesus.
Yeah. No, I can't remember like the last birthday that I had that I wasn't on the road. You know, because usually like April, like I'm April 27th. I don't know when
I'm
are
June
you?
4th.
June 4th.
Like
those
Angelina
are
Jolie.
Those are look at
Like
that.
Angelina Jolie. Okay.
I'm like Ace Frehley.
Rafael Nadal is the day before me.
I share my birthday with Ace Frehley from Kiss.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Who I love as a guitar player. People shit on him, but like I'm
October 22nd.
He's an interesting guy.
Yeah. I got it in my heart.
I need to know who is doing birthday with me. I know that it's October 22nd. I know that you perform.
My dad is October 20th, and my grandpa is October 21st.
Okay, so.
And my bass player is October 18th.
I see.
So I have a lot of Libras in my life.
A lot of Libras.
Yeah.
How's it in Croatia? People stick to star sign, that kind of stuff?
Well, I mean, I kind of wanted to find out more about astrology. And to be honest with you, like, I'm a Gemini. And apparently I go well with female Aries and Aquarius. And it turns out my last relationships were Aries.
Yeah.
Oh, so,
yeah? Yeah. Cool. I don't know.
Ted Bundy was a Gemini.
Ted Bundy.
Who?
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy was a Gemini.
Yeah.
Was it okay?
Yeah. He was very charming, very, very good with words. And that's supposed to be the stereotype.
Because you never saw the other side of his Gemini. That's the thing.
Exactly.
I didn't find any famous person in...
he's so sad.
I'm sure there's someone.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep that in mind.
We just put famous birthday October 22nd. And you can
famous,
find
famous birthday for October 22nd. Okay, there's some actors like Corey Hawkins, you know, like Jesse Tyler Ferguson.
I've never heard those.
Spike Jonze, you know. I find famous
Gerald
people
Clayton.
aren't famous.
It's like famous. They sound famous because he's reading them.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Oh, never heard of. Oh,
but
no.
okay, it's all right.
Oh, that one, no.
But I know that you performed with who? From Led Zeppelin.
Robert Plant.
On the October 22nd, you mentioned.
That's right.
So it was an important date.
It was. I felt your spirit. I was like, I was singing a song, and all of a sudden I started singing Stairway in Portuguese.
Yeah, the magic of birthdays.
And after Fala Galera, I didn't know anything else. Any words. I had no words left.
Tem uma velha que mostra que nem tudo que brilha é ouro.
Foda.
So foda.
Vocês são foda.
Say so foda. Say so foda.
Yeah, so you can say that on Summer Breeze. Sounds cool.
Can I swear in Portuguese? I only learned one word.
Foda is kind of a swear, okay?
What about buceta?
Buceta, yeah. It's a good word.
It's a good word, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vocês são foda como buceta.
Say so foda como buceta. Is my accent kind of okay?
No,
It's okay.
Say so
okay.
foda.
Say it as you were speaking Croatian. I think more articulated, yeah.
But there's a different there's a different flow of words.
Okay.
Say so foda.
Say so foda.
Say so foda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pronto.
If I offended anybody, just know that I have no clue what I just said.
And you can also, there's a variation. Caralho, vocês são foda.
Caralho, sei sou foda.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a
See,
very
my voice goes
You'll be
higher when I
fine.
speak Portuguese. Or
It does?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Very
Oh, man.
good. Very good.
Maybe we should turn off the AC. What do you think? Isn't it kind of cold?
Yep.
I'm fine.
Anyway, guys, new Mastodon record coming out next year.
Yeah. Tell me the news. I mean, you have your own album that you're promoting, right?
Absolutely, and it's going amazingly well. And one of the biggest like magazines did like the list of 20 best rock metal albums of the year 2023. Rolling Stones were number 20. Wandering Dogs were 13. Arch Enemy was 8. We were 7. Metallica was 6. So I was really happy to see the list. I was like, this is insane.
That's
'Cause
good.
it's kind of an independent release with a small label, and it's a new band. And you know, I had a long story with Frontiers. I was on court with them for years. So as soon as I was free from that, the band just started growing. And 1 year after, we're playing Brazil. I'm
nice.
super grateful we're here. And I want to thank Mauricio for getting us here. And I cannot wait to play Summer Breeze and Viva Rio. I wish I could see the whole Angra set, man. I really wish.
Well, you're staying. Okay, you have a very busy schedule. You won't be able to see us like one day before we play. Not very far. We go by bus. You could come. You could join us.
Before Summer Breeze?
Yeah, on the 26th, I think.
But there's so many friends and
Okay,
people that are playing.
Okay, you stay. You stay.
Blackstone Sherry's
Yeah.
playing, and Exodus is playing, and Mr. Big are playing. There's so many bands.
Yes.
I just want to see certain.
Forget Summer Breeze. We'll talk
But
about it.
I would, if there wasn't for that, I would absolutely love to come with you guys.
We're so happy here in Brazil that we have now a metal festival. You know.
Yeah.
We used to have Philips Monsters of Rock, but it was gone. And now we have that Summer Breeze bringing lots of bands. It's a gathering, you know.
It's
backstage, everyone there, you know. Like it's fun. Yesterday, last year it was awesome.
I believe so. What were the bands last year?
Lamb of God. I couldn't see it. I missed it because we were like also coming in and out on different concerts. So I'll check it. But I remember it was.
Yeah.
3 big stages with lots of bands. It was fun.
So Gene Simmons is the main headliner this year, right? He's like the headliner this year, right?
Is it?
Is he?
Yeah, Gene Simmons is like, isn't
I
he?
didn't know.
I didn't know it. Gene Simmons.
You didn't know that Gene Simmons is playing Summer Breeze?
No.
So instead of Kiss, it's Gene Simmons.
I see.
And my friend Brian Tishy is playing drums. And I was with him in the Dead Daisies. It's a whole other
see.
story.
So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, you're right. I think Summer Breeze.
Yes, Gene Simmons
at Summer Breeze, Brazil. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So Dino, when you, because you said you knew Angra, but like, did you know Angra like from early 2000s, or did you know like the 90s Angra as well?
I knew Angra from Carry On.
Oh, so you knew
that
André
stuff.
Matos and shit.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember when he died. It was 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember him in a white shirt playing piano and singing as well.
He was gorgeous.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you guys in Brazil have probably the most talented musicians on the planet. I can tell you. I mean, and this guy, you're a phenomenal keyboard player. I just don't want to come close to the keyboard now. But also, like when I think of drummers, you know, aside from Achilles Priester, oh, he was also in Angra, right?
Yes.
And I mean, my two favorite drummers, young drummers in the world right now are Bruno and Eloy, both fucking from Sao Paulo, man.
Yeah.
Crazy good.
Crazy good. And we have great guitar.
There's
players
something
like
about
Mateus,
Brazilian
Kiko.
percussiveness. I've said it when I was announcing Bruno for Whom Gods Destroy. That was the first thing I thought of. There's something percussive and bossa novic about it.
Yes.
You know, bossa novic about it. There's something really cool about. Even Sepultura has this like a tribal thing to it.
Yes.
I loved it. It's
Rhythm is part of our culture.
yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you got some great groove going on here.
That's good.
Love
I
it,
love
man.
groove. I like tribal grooves and that kind
Yeah,
of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, with André Matos, like growing up listening to him, like it was sort of like a mythical figure. You know, it was more like
unreal, right?
like because I'm sort of a nerd. I like D&D and shit. You know, like so like seeing him singing for the first time, like his like the first I told you about it. You know, the first time I saw him was at the first Shaman show. And he came in, you know, he was wearing that shirt, you know, like sort of like it was like watching an elf come to sing to me, you know. And I was like, oh my God, who's this man? You know, like I was so starstruck by him. And it's funny because like in the United States, the band that is like more well known is Sepultura. But in Europe, like in France, Italy, like in all these different countries, like people have this reference of André. You know, like he also got in their imagination as well. You know, like the same way that I think of him. You know.
Yeah,
but I think that's one of the things that's lost today with social media. There's no mystique.
Mystique, dude. Yeah.
I've had this conversation with Brian Tichy. He's now with Gene Simmons. He played in Whitesnake, Kiss, Billy Idol, Foreigner. And I said, you know, I got to be active on social media, but also I don't want to be too active on social media because I don't want people to approach me. I'm a very friendly person. I'm not a rude guy. I'm always going to talk to the fans, but fans take advantage of that. And then they want to get closer to you. They get too personal and stuff. The mystique is completely gone with social media because you
that's true.
To survive,
with familiarity comes disrespect.
You know, yeah. But like, think about Slash. Let's take Slash as an icon. You're waiting to see Slash coming out on stage because oh my God, that's the even
and you never even see his eyes.
Even if you see a silhouette, you know it's Slash. That's how iconic. But with social media, you can see like James Hetfield. At the beach wearing sandals, and the rock star mystique is gone because
dude, with Pink Floyd, that was the biggest like mystique for me because the albums, like growing up like in the '90s and having you know Dark Side of the Moon.
I'll be back in a second, guys. Keep going.
Yeah, we'll keep going.
You didn't see who they were. Like it was just the black cover with the prism and the refraction happening, like, and you didn't really see like there were their names, of course, like written in the chart, but you didn't really see who they were. Like they were like for years of listening to Pink Floyd, I had no idea what David Gilmour looked like until I saw a DVD or something. Like things started like being more easily accessible, you know. But they had that for me. Like it was like, oh, who are these guys? You know. So it was just the music and all this, like this aura of shit. Like, and I think like there are bands that do now. Like there's a black metal band from Poland called Mgła. I don't know if you heard of them.
I only know Decapitated and Behemoth.
They're great. Yeah. But Mgła apparently it means mist, and they're just like dudes wearing like
masks.
Pantyhose, pretty much. You know, like you don't see their faces and they're wearing black, and all their albums are like black and white, and the name of the album is the name of all the songs. So like there's one album called Age of Excuse, and it's like Age of Excuse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the name of the songs, and they go on stage like there's no really like a division of anything. Like you just see the guy singing and like there's like two guys here and a guy in the drums. It's just so cool, and their music is very, of course, like when the music backs it up, like it's of course it's a whole package, of course. But you're right, like with the whole social media thing, because I also think that like people are more drawn to personality nowadays than the music itself.
Exactly.
Music has sort of become this sort of an interesting accessory.
It's very, man. This is a great point. I would actually love to talk about this when he's back. But music is not really. It's more about selling the story than music.
Yeah.
Because I recently did the voice of Croatia. I was one of the 4 judges, and all of a sudden, I have a lot more audience, but they liked me as a person.
Yeah.
So they came to hear the concert, and then they liked the music or not. But it's masses in Croatia, so it's people that don't really listen to rock and metal, in my opinion. But some of them are drawn because of my personality. Some like it, some not. But it's not about, hey, let's have a hit song. Because if you think about it, what hit song?
That's what I was going to ask.
Tell me one Gojira hit song. these days, you know, and they're selling out everywhere. I don't think it's about that anymore, and I don't think it's about, hey, let's write a huge chorus. I'm a huge chorus guy. Every song needs to have a chorus where, you know, Iron Maiden chorus, everybody can sing the chorus. But it's not about that, because there are no rules anymore. There were never rules, but nowadays it's so different.
Yes, and it's not exclusive, the music, you know. People they get attached to the whole context of who you are, or you know what I mean? It's not only the music, is like part of your universe.
I know.
That I want to belong to.
Yeah. They want to get up close to you. I'm not a fan of that. That was my problem with The Voice, because I had 10 great candidates, and I had, you know, you eliminate your people, and I eliminated the guy that won in the end. It was I knew he was gonna go far, so I wanted to eliminate him so somebody else can take him, so I have more candidates. But when I did that, I started crying in front of the cameras.
You felt,
and I'm like,
but you felt
why am I crying?
Guilty.
And all those, you know, chicks, oh my God, that's so manly. We saw Dino cry. I'm his fan now. That is so wrong. What does that have to do? So my 30 years of craft for the music doesn't matter anymore because I cried, and now you like me crying, and now you're gonna follow me on Instagram. It's so stupid.
But with
that's
shows
how it
like
goes.
that, like The Voice and stuff, like one thing that really strikes me as odd is that you have a lot of talent there, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you show that talent as sort of like to build a character. But then, what songs really come out of The Voice? Of American
It's very hard.
rock star or whatever. Like, it's very hard for an artist to actually come out with a song. Like, I remember like Adam Lambert,
of course.
But that song really, I mean, for me, it didn't matter that much. You know, like there was nothing, because there's something about like the building of a band or the making of an artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
There's something about this whole journey. We playing small smoke bars and clubs, and then getting to a point where, okay, we made it with our third album.
Yeah.
Or if you're lucky enough, like Boston or Van Halen, your first album is like, wow.
Yeah.
But some bands made it with their fifth album or something like that. But all these people that started The Voice, it's like, I saw them getting like starstruck by themselves, and I told them, guys, you jumped like 5 steps ahead. There's a lot of things you don't have covered, and The Voice is gonna finish, and you guys will be left with nothing unless you have a vision. And now none of those people. I mean, those people are now still playing bars and stuff. They're not releasing any songs. It's tough, but if you have a vision and you can use The Voice for that, and it's a great platform. You know, it's singing contests are nonsense to me, which I sound so hypocritical, because I was at 10+ singing contests, just, you know, but I never liked it, and I was always the rock guy, you know, against the pop guys. And the funny thing is, out of 10 festivals, I won 9. Mm-hmm. So it was so weird. And then when I lost that one, I was depressed because I never lost before.
Good learning. It's a good learning.
Yeah, man. So yeah. It's those shows are great for those 3 months, but then people get attached to that fame that's instant. Then once the lights are off,
you're not
people forget you.
It's very hard to downgrade on.
It's like being on a good drug, and you're like hyped, but then all the consequences, because you don't drop to zero, you drop to like depression. So all of the people, when The Voice was done, they were calling me. They said, this guy said, I'm staring at the ceiling. I'm empty. I'm depressed. I don't know what to do. Some people were crying. They're like, you know, is this thing really over? What am I gonna do with my life now? That's the thing.
It's hard. It's sad.
You get like everything. Oh, the great production. You get everything at once.
Which is funny,
It's not
because
healthy.
like in classical music, it's very common to have competitions, and you win a competition, and you win a prize, and that sort of like finances of your ear or your tour of of playing concerts and stuff, and it actually helps not only the honing of the craft and the betterment of the craft, but also the career of the people involved. But like with pop, it's weird. Like there's this toxic aspect of popularity and celebrity that in the end you need a fucking album, you need a fucking song that like
you need your own stuff,
and that persona that's just like being built over this controlled explosion. It's not gonna cut it, right? Like it's weird.
But the classical thing is they reproduce stuff, so there's no really creation.
Oh yeah, no, because it's very specific. It's very specific
like
nowadays.
You do like if you do like any of the operas or Carmina Burana, you try to recreate what was already created.
Yeah.
So you just have to perform well. There's no aspect of songwriting and creating.
Oh yeah.
So it's super different. It's a different niche.
Very different.
No, for sure.
You guys seen the documentary of Robbie Williams? He had the story with Take That.
Oh
He
yeah,
was
yeah,
famous,
yeah.
very famous, and he was the least expected to be a star. Yeah, after they broke, they had the headline. I mean the main one, but he had a friend who wrote very good music. So he started to write music with his friend, and then he started to write hits after hits, and that's the basic story of his career. And I'm a huge fan of him.
You are. I love his stuff.
Yeah.
Come Undone is a great song, and Escapology is a cool album. I love I Will Talk and Hollywood Will Listen. Man, that song. I love great orchestral songs. That song, in a way, reminds me of Who Wants to Live Forever, in a way.
Okay.
And the first record was Angels and Let Me Entertain You, right? Those were the first two singles.
I don't recall now
In
exactly.
1997, and then Sing When You're Winning and Swing When You're Winning.
Ah, yeah, I have that
And
one.
Escapology was then.
The one with the soccer team where they're all him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Sing When You're Winning and Tripping and She's Madonna. A lot of great songs. Yeah, I used to listen to Robbie Williams a lot.
Yeah, great singer, and the songs are great.
Songs are great.
I like it. And he's got this rocker attitude.
Yeah.
He's not a pop, like standard pop.
No.
singer.
He's
got a rocker attitude.
He's a rock star.
Yeah. What about if we play another one?
Another one?
Yeah, another song. Because we will have another podcast to do now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we
Let's do another.
Finish with some music.
Yeah, let's finish with some music. It could be.
Maybe we could do War Pigs, and I'm gonna be Zakk Wylde.
Alright, good.
Generals gather in the message, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Were you in earnest when you said that?
We take everything serious here.
Let's do just first two verses of War Pigs and end the song.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I was gonna say, like, do you want to sing some Elton John or something like that? Do you?
Do you know any Angra song? With Andre, maybe no.
Well, I didn't know Rain song, so I kind of feel embarrassed now that
Don't worry.
I barely knew.
No,
Son
it's
of the
all right.
City.
I missed the chord on High Hopes. So
No,
so
it's
so
fine.
we're-
I mean, I listened to High Hopes, and it still took me a while with the lyrics. I don't know what's going on. Okay, next time I'll do some Angra songs. We can do some Angra songs.
It's not mandatory, but I mean.
No, I want to do
Yeah.
it. I want to do it. Let's do.
Okay.
Let's do first two verses of
Okay,
War Pigs,
cool.
and that's
Great.
That's all I want.
Okay, let's do the first two verses of War Pigs, and then we're doing an improv as a ritual.
Okay.
Okay, a ritual for this goddess that will
All right.
embrace the episode.
Tak.
Yeah. Where's the one? Where's the one?
Wait for it.
Generals gathered in their masses, yeah, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerers of death construction. In the fields the bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh yeah.
Because we will belong to the utopic cosmos. Once it ends and starts to be there forever for the people to see, for the people to watch and listen. It's gonna be there, the channel Amplifica.